Hi, I'm Brett. I'm with Random Guys. We're a virtual band. We do 70s and 80s covers virtually. Some pretty good music. Check us out on Facebook, Random Guys Virtual Band. I play saxophone for the band, but I also do the audio and the video engineering. And I put together a series of videos on audio topics. So if you're doing audio, maybe you're doing house of worship, maybe you're doing live sound reinforcement, maybe you're doing studio recording, or you might just be at home doing your own mixing. If you're doing audio, you might find these videos helpful. So let's check out today's video. So let's take a look at gain through a preamp. I have here an SM57, standard SM57 microphone attached via its XLR cable to a preamp circuit that I built using some components I had on hand. It's basically centered on an op-amp chip that has two op-amps on the chip. The first op-amp is recovering the balanced signal coming off the XLR cable, but it's doing it at no gain, so it's unity gain. And then the second op-amp is actually adding gain, but this, the way I've got this set up, it actually can attenuate or add pad to the signal as well, so I can pad it or add gain to it. It's not exactly, I just did it with components I had lying around, it's not exactly outputting at line level, which is about 1 volt. It outputs about 0.6 volts, so just a little over half of line level. On the scope right now, we are looking at the input coming off the microphone as it's being presented to the preamp. And if I do my best at simulating a sine wave, we are set to 50 millivolts per division on the scope. You can see I'm getting a signal that's close to a sine wave, as close as I can get with my voice. And that's the input signal. Now if I look at the output as well, let's look at both of these now. So now we've got the input on top, the output on bottom. They're both set to 50 millivolts, and I've got the gain turned down all the way to the end. It should be acting as a pad now. So you can see the input signal is larger than the output signal. Indeed, I am padding the signal. I'm outputting less of a signal than I'm being presented. You can see they're in phase. As I turn this gain up, we'll go all the way up as high as the gain goes. So now the gain is all the way up now. Now the output is actually larger than the input. I'm actually amplifying. I'm amplifying the input signal. If I adjust this to about 0.2 volts, I should get close to 3 divisions. Almost 4. That's almost line level actually coming out of this right now. And so that's gain through a preamp. You can see it adds almost no phase distortion. It's pretty much in phase. The input and output are pretty much in phase. Put this back up again to where it's going to touch the top waveform. See the peaks happen pretty much exactly the same time. Not much phase delay or phase change at all going through the circuit. So that's looking at gain, addition of gain through a gain stage, in this case a microphone, coming in at microphone level, coming out at close to line level, what a preamp would do with a microphone.